Hello everyone, I am Ala and I would like to welcome you in joining Group B for the discovery of the interesting journey and continuous transformation of Nissan's operations strategy. The origin of the automotive industry goes back to 1860 when the gasoline engine was developed. Between then and now, the industry has been through many changes, such as advancing from small shops to full scale mass production, process standardization, evolving safety standards, and technological advancements. Through the 160 years of history, global leadership in automotive has also shifted from the US to Europe and to Japan. Starting with the 1970s, the Japanese manufacturers became leaders through the just in time method of delivering components to the assembly plants and the use of process controls for enhancing vehicle quality. Nissan is a Japanese multinational car manufacturer created in 1933, and since 1999 it has been part of the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi alliance. Nissan is the world's largest electric car manufacturer. In April 2018, it sold more than 320,000 electric cars, with Nissan Leaf as the top-selling car. The Leaf is the world's top-selling highway-capable plug-in electric car in history. In 2019, the company group sales were $94.5 billion dollars, with a total of 5 million cars sold worldwide. Nissan's vision is to enrich people's lives by providing unique, qualitative, and innovative products. Nissan's corporate values are four. The first is safety and sustainability. Nissan aims to decrease the number of fatal and serious injuries from accidents involving Nissan cars and has been working progressively to design and engineer safer cars, but also to train drivers. The second is environment. Nissan has set a target for 2050 of reducing new car CO2 emissions by 90% compared to the year 2000. Electrification as well as decarbonization through reductions in CO2 emissions across the value chain are key to achieve this. The third is life on board. Nissan seeks to make cars that will provide comfort at every stage of the journey. Finally, dynamic performance. Nissan seeks to make cars that will be appreciated for their Nissan qualities by all users in all situations. Nissan's market and non-market strategy is to become the industry leader in zero-emission cars and to pursue developing markets with a low-cost global car offer. To achieve this, Nissan has created an electric car ecosystem by developing and producing zero-emission cars, forging partnerships with national and local governments, electric power station companies, and other industries. Nissan has also developed the Nissan Energy Solution for enjoying life with an electric car to the fullest.
Nissan Motors is almost 90 years old, so its marketing strategy and positioning have evolved in time. One thing that has remained constant is Nissan's core philosophy of daring to be different, providing superior product performance and quality materials, as well as innovating through technology and later on electrification. It would be unrealistic to talk about Nissan Motors in general in terms of positioning and market qualities, since it has a broad range of brands as well as a wide product portfolio. Nissan Motors operates four core brands: the volume mainstream one, which is the core Nissan brand; Infiniti, focused on premium customers and performance hybrid technology; Nismo, its performance brand; and Datsun, its lowest price offering, available in emerging markets only. In this presentation, we will focus on the volume brand Nissan, whose core brand message has been and continues to be innovation that excites. Nissan has over 40 car models sold worldwide, under different names and variations, and each model has a different consumer proposition and therefore different order qualifiers and winners. In its home market, consumers are valuing eco-friendliness and fuel efficiency, while in the US, Nissan's biggest market, consumers prefer utility in terms of passenger and cargo space, affordability, and performance. European consumers value design and cost of ownership over in-car connectivity and e-commerce, which are two of the most important drivers for Chinese consumers. Nissan has therefore had to adapt its positioning in every market to meet the customer demands, but remain loyal to their core capabilities, so its messages revolve around electrification, passion for innovation, and technology. In trying to reconcile the different customer demands and market advancements, we conclude that overall, even if there are market-specific differences, Nissan's order winners are, in the order of importance: innovation, both in terms of process innovation and technological advancement in product development and design, such as electrification. Cost price, offering a superior product quality ratio to its customers. And flexibility, in terms of its broad product range, catering from different customer segments and needs. Nissan's global market qualifiers are safety, design, dependability, a minimum service level, and image. Currently, Nissan's image has been shaken by the scandal involving the former CEO's financial misconduct and poses a threat to the Renault-Mitsubishi alliance, so Nissan's short-term focus should be on restoring trust in the company. Nissan's market share goal has been to reach 8% of the global market, but it has been stagnant at around 6% since 2014. To reach its goal, Nissan has to overcome two challenges. The first is to establish and operate a healthy corporate governance structure in order to regain the trust of the stakeholders. The second is to achieve a speedy adaptation to structural changes in the auto industry.
The roadmap to reach these objectives and sustaining the order winners and qualifiers requires an operational transformation for Nissan, but this is not an issue for the company. Throughout history, Nissan has gone through multiple operational transformations. The first one took place when the alliance with Renault. When Nissan was close to bankruptcy, the revival plan focused on supply chain responsiveness and creation of risk management philosophy. In 2012, the midterm growth strategy was put in place, involving changes such as increasing the localized production in the Americas and Europe, and reducing dependability on the supply chain, such as Japanese-made components. Today, following COVID and the previously mentioned challenges, Nissan is focusing on profit strategy, aiming to ensure steady profitable growth, reducing excess facilities and products from which they expect low future return, capitalizing on core competencies and maintaining simple product lines and flexible production while focusing in core products and markets. Restoring financial discipline by reducing fixed costs and expenses by 50%, adapting the size of the business. In order to achieve sustainable growth, Nissan will have to rationalize business and operations, prioritize and focus on core markets and products. The transformation strategy of Nissan Next is to reduce capacity by 20%, achieve plant utilization by above 80%, and reduce product portfolio by 20%. Nissan has maintained its focus on releasing highest quality cars in the most efficient way possible. Since 1994, they have deployed Nissan Production Way as a standard production system to achieve their corporate objectives. Nissan Production Way is based on two nevers: never-ending synchronization of manufacturing with customer needs, and never-ending quest to identify problems and put in place solutions. The foundation of Nissan Production Way is based on extreme cost reduction at all levels, maintaining the manufacturing facilities connected with the consumer and ensuring flexibility in the production line. As Toyota, Nissan relies on lean operation management, but the approaches have some important difference. Where Toyota focused on extreme simplicity, Nissan focused on synchronization, relying far more on the use of IT and detailed plan of just-in-time deliveries.
In its origins, Japanese culture and customs were embedded in their operations. After Nissan's transformation, there was a switch of mindset towards a culture of accountability with a more cost-efficient operation, becoming a global company. Nowadays, one of Nissan's major capabilities is the flexibility in its operations, and this is a learning from experiences like the 2008 recession or the 2011 earthquake in Japan. Innovation is also at the forefront of its competitive advantage, being an example in the industry in the development of green vehicle technologies. At the core of Nissan's values, we find its employees and the diversity the company embraces. Different backgrounds, perspectives, and having a team working together to achieve goals is what moves the company forward. So how are Nissan's corporate goals, order winners, and operational strategy aligned? As mentioned, we know Nissan's order winners are innovation, product range, and price cost. This is reflected in the corporate goals as innovation at the core of its operational strategy is key to become market leader in zero emissions and make cars safer for users. In order to increase presence in developing markets with low-cost cars, Nissan leverages on its price-cost capabilities, which is enabled by its global manufacturing network and the flexibility of the organization. Along with all these three corporate goals, we also see product range reflected. as it is clear how the different goals allow a wide product offer for its customers. Nissan's supply chain is regional and with a decentralized structure. There is a strong central control and coordination when crises affecting global operations occur. It is also very focused on maintaining flexibility. There are simplified product lines, and the company adopted a hybrid build-to-stock strategy for just a few SKUs with a build-to-order strategy for the rest. The success of global operations of Nissan comes with the diversity of employees. This is one element that makes Nissan different from other Japanese companies. In terms of risk management, after lessons learned from crises and disasters, they adopted a philosophy to identify and analyze risks as early as possible, building a dedicated risk management function, empowered to make decisions fast, and regularly reporting to the board of directors.
Future challenges. Trust of the brand is tarnished and revival is a challenge. The brand was damaged by the arrest of Carlos Ghosn, and this exposed serious governance issues within the automaker. Internal struggles with the alliance led to EV strategy misalignment. Previous strategy of pursuing market share caused low profits and underspending on R&D. Nissan slowed down in new product development and innovation. The designs look old and newer models lack the technology of other brands, deterring new buyers. Nissan was a pioneer in EV through the unveiling of Leaf, but now overtaken by Tesla. Shifting in technology by ride-hailing companies towards new modes of mobility. There will be a lot more focus on digital rather than mechanical innovation. Governments begin to aggressively regulate to force a shift away from fossil fuels. For our team's recommendations, Nissan should focus on establishing and operating a healthy corporate governance structure to secure the alliance with Renault and Mitsubishi and to improve Nissan's brand perception. Adapt to the structural changes in the auto industry to ensure competitiveness in fuel efficiency, emissions, connectivity, and infrastructure, and maintain leadership in electric vehicles. Focus on electrification and on key markets, such as growth in China and North America. Maximize the synergy in the supply chain and R&D to better fight off the onslaught of technology companies disrupting the automotive industry. Streamline their operations to concentrate on productive factories and products to pivot strategic focus from expansion to profitability. We conclude that under the current market conditions, not focusing on their core strengths and losing the edge in superior supply chain operations puts Nissan at risk of losing itself in the crowd. Even if Nissan has lost its way a few times along the years, it has proven it is strong enough to bounce back. Now is the time to act. In our view, it's do or die. Thank you.